fucking Joe Rogan. He's something that has really been fucking pissing me off lately, and I want to apologize for the last episode because my wife told me I said the F word too many times, so I'm going to try to reduce the amount of times that I said the F word. All right, don't.
Why don't
I'm
we
not going to think
not
about
and
it. But
say that we
anyway,
did?
fuck Joe Rogan. This guy is fucking crazy. But anyway, I sent a post out last week or earlier this week, and it got like a bunch of views and comments. But it said Joe Rogan. The Joe Rogan experience is basically just Fox News with a bong, and just I was
That's it,
researching Joe
man.
Rogan. I was going through his videos. I was trying to cue on some stuff for us to help make us look better. But I think we already look better than him, to be honest. And I'm not even sure there's anything that we could steal from him,
Yeah,
unless we want to go and fucking shave our heads or something. But I don't
we ain't
know,
doing that.
man. I felt literally like I was watching Fox News, and it was sad. And everything that he talked about, everything that he said, just really lined up. But then he would go off base on and they would go smoke a blunt or something, and then they'd go do shrooms or something. And then they come back and talk about something weird. But the thing is, that's pulling a certain type of audience in there, and then they poison this audience with all this Fox News bullshit. So
Yeah.
I wanted to boil Joe Rogan's show down to a point that everybody could swallow it, like super fucking bite size. And that's my opinion that the Joe Rogan experience is Fox News with a fucking bong. And that's our competition.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think what you mean by that, because I think we have 100 or 200 or 300 listeners. We got to get that up a little bit, and
Yeah.
then a little bit more of a competition for Joe. But I think from the standpoint of philosophically, yes, competition, because he's a guy that he's got a lot of opinions. He likes to say that he's a critical thinker and open-minded and all this, and then he brings on people that have just utter horseshit to say, or he's the guy that will say, I'm just putting it out there for consideration. And then he will float ideas that are, scientifically disproven, known to be complete bullshit by anybody with any ability to critically think. Or he'll have these people that are fraudulent experts in these fields. Then he'll have actual experts on his show, and he'll argue with them. And, which
Hmm.
is all right. I mean, you should challenge ideas. But like, that person is an expert in their field, and he will dismiss the things that they're saying as though they're on the fringe. That's
But
just
you're,
not
I
true.
mean, then you're talking about the people that actually pay attention to his like full episodes, right? You're talking people that paid attention to the episode where he said some crazy shit, and then the next episode where he brought on a doctor that
Yeah,
debunked all the crazy shit that he just said.
yeah,
But you have to follow that chronologically, or it doesn't make sense. But the problem is Joe Rogan chops all these fucking videos up, and they all get all blasted out, and his
yeah.
his
That's right.
podcast is obviously super popular, but those chopped up videos are 10 times more popular than his podcast. So all those previous episodes where you're saying that vaccines will make you grow a fucking tail, those get chopped up and spread all over the place, and then that's the fucking truth. Right?
Right.
And then nobody else gets to hear the other side. And Joe Rogan doesn't try to fix it. He doesn't see that you have
Trying to
something
correct the
going.
record.
He's not trying to correct it. He doesn't
Yeah.
see that these are going viral and just say, whoa, whoa, guys, wait a minute. Stop clicking on that video because I was actually corrected in the he doesn't have his finger on the pulse like that on the
I don't think that
reality
he
of how
cares.
people are being impacted in everyday lives.
To,
He's
to
just
me,
doing it to get rich.
yeah. Well, let me say a couple things about the guy, because I generally don't have a strong opinion about him one way or the other in terms of who he is as a person.
Hmm.
I see what he's created on his show, and he's been at this a while, and he's had one of the largest podcasts for many years at this point. And he's been incredibly influential. And there's two comments I'd like to make, which is to the point you just made about he doesn't correct the record. So he'll have someone on the show, or he'll just say something. I was going to say he has someone on the show that peddles in conspiracy theories, or he himself will peddle a conspiracy theory. So he does that,